back at it again. Go ahead on and like, share, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and leave any comments in the comment section below. Just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you guys. Yoda. So Brittany Renner is pretty much back at it again. She's kind of a social media IG model, I guess. I mean, she says she's something like a influencer. So she's at this event, and there was some people in the audience, and the guy, I guess he called out her name and said something about PJ Washington, her kid's father. I think he said, I love PJ. And so she goes up to the guy and she kind of gets in his face, and they having an exchange. I think the guy was he kind of just wanted to get her attention, but she gets in his face and she was a little bit belligerent towards him, and in his face, like she's, I guess she was like she was gonna do something to him or whatever. And I'm sure he wasn't like afraid. I'm sure he just probably wanted her attention to come over there because he's at the event that she was at. But she gets in his face and he's kind of talking, and she has a water bottle and she throws water in the guy's face. So the guy, he kind of catches the bottle and he throws water back at her face, and then it's a big deal, and the security guys jump over the fence, and they really want no real security guys, because he was kind of throwing them. It took a lot of them to kind of get the guy out of there. But the thing about that situation is, like I said, and like Pastor T.D. Jakes was kind of talking about, you have women out here being applauded for being masculine. So she has no business jumping in anybody's face, trying to act like she gonna fight somebody. Like she's not a big lady. She's first of all, she's a woman. She's not a big lady. So her jumping in the guy's face, and women have to realize this, like you jumping in the guy's face is not intimidating. You're not intimidating that man. We know for a fact as men, if we really got into it, we would get the better of the situation, because we're just stronger humans than women are. So you jumping in a guy's face is not really intimidating to us. It's kind of, a lot of times you'll see a woman jumping in a guy's face and the guy's kind of looking off, and he's not really, it's usually a situation where, like a social situation, where she's loud, because she has to be real loud. It kind of more like an embarrassing type thing, more something like that. He's not really afraid. And a lot of women think they're intimidating guys by jumping in their face and like to fight them and stuff like that. Most guys are trying to avoid the situation. Most guys don't want that confrontation. They don't want argument. So the woman is kind of loud, like overly loud, in order to kind of embarrass the guy. The guy's not feeling, he's feeling more embarrassed than intimidated. So women, y'all got to understand that, first of all. And second of all, kind of like what T.D. Jakes said, women being applauded for being masculine or being manly. You can't have it both ways. A lot of times women, they wanna feel like they're masculine. And if that man would have hit Brittany Renner or punched Brittany Renner, he probably would have, he either would have knocked her down and she would have hurt herself, or he would have if he would have hit her with all his force, he probably would have knocked her out. And then he would have been looked at as the real bad guy. Now she jumped in his face, and if she would have hit him, he probably could have took it. And sometimes you hit somebody and they react right back. If he would have swung and hit her, he would have knocked her right on her tail. He would have knocked her down. And then the security and all that would have came. But she knew she had protection. And just like when he threw that water at her, she knew that she had protection. She knows that if it was just them, and she did something and he hit her, she would have been laid out. So women feel like they got this protection, got this, this aura about them, and some ladies, you need to be lucky that guys don't want to be in confrontation. They don't want to be fighting. They don't want to be, hitting you back. And a lot of women take that for granted. They take advantage of those situations and kind of push it. And that's when the disrespect goes. They talking crazy like they gonna do something. And they're not gonna do nothing. But if he would have actually hit her, then she turns into a woman. When he throws the water in her face, she threw water at him. She splashed him with water, so he threw water back in her face. And those security guys I know they security, but they should have just got her off. No, she shouldn't be jumping over. You don't have the right to get in someone's face and try to intimidate or fight, because you just a lady. You just a woman. She knows she can't hurt nobody. But she knows she got protection. And a lot of times, women out here, they feel like they want it both ways with a whole lot of situations, with other situations. You talk about being equal, you want this, you want to have equal pay. But what it is you want to feel like you're better than someone. And then you want to have it both ways. You want a man that makes all this money. You want to make money, but you want a man that makes all this money so you can take his money. And you want to be a modern woman, but you want to be traditional. You want a man to be traditional. You want it both ways, and you can't have things both ways. And y'all need to understand you can't have it both ways. It doesn't work out like that. It don't work like that. You can't have everything your way all the time. You can't have it like that. And another thing about Brittany Renner, like I said, she's back at it again. She always gonna have to do something to be in the limelight. And when you're a celebrity, when you're a person who really don't have no talent, like her, what is really her talent? She's on Instagram. She was taking pictures. She's a pretty lady. She is a pretty lady, but she's getting older. And she always gonna have to do something. That's the thing about that. When you don't have talent like that, you always gonna have to do something excessive, and you're gonna have to always keep yourself in the media. You always gonna have to do that. And deep down, I can say this. I'm sure she would like a guy to be there for her, but she wants things done her way, and she's not gonna get them done her way. But she always gonna have to continue to do something, and it's kind of a shame. My real advice to her is, you just need to grow up, lady. You need to grow up. I know you want to be in the media, but it's kind of silly that you always got to do something. You always got to do something over the top. You can't just be a good person. It's like you too old for that. You really getting too old for that. Now I can see, I understand in your 20s you do little silly stuff, but lady, you getting up in age. Yeah, and you just gonna be another one of these women out here that's trying to be seen. So when you're like I said, when you don't really have no talent, you always gonna have to do something. And she gonna be in the media for something else. She gonna do something else pretty soon just to get seen. So just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you. Go ahead on there, like, share, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. I just want to know what you think about this situation, this incident that happened with Brittany Renner. Like I always say, love you guys a million, and I'll talk to you later. Global.